Viva Las Vengeance by Panic at the Disco is a song I'm talking you through today. If you could like and subscribe to this channel, that would help me out tremendously. And if you want the full notated drum sheet music for this song, I'll also leave a link in the description below. So we've got a few sections I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to go through the main sections up to speed. I'm going to play it at the correct speed so you can see and hear exactly what's being played, and then we break it down together using on-screen notation and just go through it real slow so you know what's being played. So have a listen. We've got an intro first of all. It's just 4 bars. Have a listen. Goes like this. Okay, so I'm playing right hand on the floor tom. Snare drum is on the 2 and the 4. The kick joins the floor tom. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And this groove does happen quite a lot throughout this track. So once you've got this, you can hear it and you can hear where it fits in with the other section. So let's just loop that bar. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And again, right, right, both, right, right, both, right, right, both, right, right, both. One more, right, right, both, both. Then the last bar, we've got some triplets at the end. It just goes 1 and 2 and 3, 4, triplet on the floor tom. It's quite easy to hear. 1 and 2 and snare, floor, floor. Let's try it. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and snare, floor, floor. On the snare I'm playing a flam, flam. You can do the flam between your floor tom and snare. So you could go 1 and 2 and flam, floor, floor. That's actually quite a good way of playing. It doesn't really matter as long as you're playing that rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3 and again 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and flam, floor, floor. Then we go into the verse. Have a listen. Goes like this. So the 4 bars are exactly the same groove that we've just done. Actually repeats them bars. So you've pretty much got 8 bars of that. But on the 8th bar, we've got a little drum fill. So let's just go through that first section. We're going to go, here we go, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Third bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And the 4th bar, 1 and 2 and 3. Then it repeats back to beginning. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Third bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then it skips to the second time bar, which is where we have that drum fill. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So on this bit, it's quite fast, but it does it just flows really nicely with this track. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and For that last bit, floor, floor, snare, floor, floor, floor. I'm sending my right hand over and I'm playing it all hand to hand, one hand after the other. Let's do that bar again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Then we move on. We've got the same groove. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Last bar. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Then we've got the next line. We've got the same groove for pretty much 5 bars, but the last bar's a tiny bit different. It goes first bar, 2 and 3, 4. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Third bar, 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Fourth bar, 1 and 2 and 3. And the last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So the last bar's very different, or very slightly different. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then we go into the next section. So the next section is the pre-chorus. Now this has a more of a driving groove because the snare is playing pretty much, it's just a different rhythm. It just really drives this track. The best thing is just have a listen first of all, then we'll break it down. Goes like this. So here we go from bar 1. We're going to go 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. Second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Third bar, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. So this bit, we've got a bit of a drag on the end of this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now drag is where you drag the stick and you just follow it through with your main hit. Now whether you go left hand lead or right hand lead, completely up to you. So the very last bar of that line, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then we're into the second line, a little bit different. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Then we've got this build crescendoing up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and rest into the new section. So let's do this whole pre-chorus without stopping. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Third bar, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 3 and a 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're going to build 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and rest. Then we go into the chorus. Have a listen to the chorus. Goes like this. So I'm going to play this on the hi-hat. It is on the right cymbal. I'm going to play it on the hi-hat so you can hear it just a little bit clearer. So let's go through it a bar at a time. Still got that kick driving the 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes now on the right hand. Okay, eighth notes. Let's give it a go from the beginning. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's look at that last bar. We've got that snare or a couple of snare drums in different places. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's do it again. 1 and both right, left, bass, snare, snare, and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and let's go to line 2. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 snare, snare, and third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so that last bar starts to pick up, putting that snare drum on the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that real just gives it that little drive that it needs. The next bar we're playing eighth notes with basically our hands, foot still on the 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that brings you into that next section which is on the floor toms. So that last bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm not going to go through the next verse and chorus because it's pretty much using the same grooves as what we've already covered. So once you've gone through them, you will hear them and recognise them. So that's cool. I do want to go through the bridge though. It's, again, very simple, just a couple of little tweaks. Have a listen. Goes like this. So let's go through this. Most of this is the same as what we've already covered. So let's go. We're going to go 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second line, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar, and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now the next line goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we've got 7 bars of that just repeating. It's quite quick with that bass drum, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and 7 times round, and then the last bar just goes 1 and 2 and 3 and rest. So we've got quite a bit, you know, quite a long section on that 1 and 2 and 3 until you get to 7, and that last bar 1 and 2 and 3 and then it goes into the next section. So the last section I want to talk about is the outro. Now this really does kind of drive this last little bit because I've got the snare and the kick on the 1, 2, 3, 4. So have a listen. Goes like this. So here we go. We're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and line 2 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and third bar and 2 and 3 and 4, and last bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we've got literally 6 bars to go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and second bar 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and intro groove 2 and 3 4, 1 and 2 and 3 4, last 2 bars 1 and 2 and 3 4, snap, back, rest. That last bit's quite tricky. 1 and 2 and 3 4. So I've got them 16th note triplets. 1 and 2 and 3, snare, snare, hi-hat, crash, crash. That's quite tricky. So you've got snare and floor, so you know snare and floor, snare, hi-hat, crash. All hand to hand. Snare, hi-hat, crash, 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 crash. If you've only got one crash, you can still just use 2 hands. 1 and 2 and 3 4, snare, hi-hat, crash, 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 crash. Let's do it one more time, last 2 bars. 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 4, snare, hi-hat, crash, 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 crash. The end. So, thanks for watching, guys. Have some fun with this. It's a great song once you've listened to it and learnt the sections. And like I say, with all my tutorials, once you've got it, add your own feels and crashes and just have some fun with it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.